We have discussed about emotional intelligence a lot, how it affects your personal life and professional life, and why it's important for you to be emotionally intelligent to achieve success, to cross the limiting beliefs, etc. Now let's discuss about what is emotion. Let us discuss the duration of the emotion, what exactly happens behind these emotions. Now, duration of emotion can anyway last between 10 seconds to 10 minutes or even longer. It depends on the intensity of the emotion. How intensely are you feeling that emotion? Is it going to go away within minutes or seconds? For example, one if you see a rainbow, you might feel very happy, but that's for a brief period, right? It may last up to maybe 10 minutes until the rainbow is seen. But if it is a grief, or you're undergoing a loss of a near one or dear one, that emotion may give a very strong impact and it may lead to longer period of emotional state. Each one's coping mechanism is different. It also depends on personal choices, how to deal with emotions. It also depends on the situation where this emotion is triggered. Basically, the duration depends on the trigger behind the emotions. There are basically some factors which affect the duration of emotion. That is the intensity of that emotion and how you cope with the emotions and the personal experiences during that incidents. The duration spectrum of the emotions may be classified as micro emotions, long-term emotions and short-term emotions. Now, micro emotions are just a glimpse. It's just transits within few seconds or few minutes. The short-term emotion may last up to minutes and a few hours maybe. And long-term emotions do stay for a longer period depending on the impact of the situation. And now we'll explore a little more about emotion scientifically, the neuroscience of emotions. Which part of the brain exactly is responsible for these emotions? Amygdala basically handles our emotions. It helps you where you are in a situation of fear or anxiety. Basically, it prepares you either for fight or flight mode in any situation. And the prefrontal cortex is called the logical brain, which processes your emotions and influences your decision making and thinking process. Now, the hippocampus is the part of the brain which stores your memories. The impact of these emotions and experiences are stored in this hippocampus. And the fourth one is anterior cingulate cortex, which regulates the errors and the decisions in the emotional situations. It basically tries to fix the errors which could have occurred during that reactions. So we have explored the neuroscience of the emotions also. It's scientific basically. So emotion is not just a fit of tantrum. It regulates your body functioning also. For example, when you are very angry, where do you feel? Which part of the body feels the most dominant at that time? Your heart, your eyes, your head. You feel like screaming, you feel like throwing something. Your body is heated up, your body temperature goes up, your heartbeat is very fast. Maybe you even develop some headaches, right? So emotions are the basis of your daily life, and coping with them, trying to regulate them, it's not a big deal, but only if you know how to regulate them, by building that mindfulness, self-awareness and self-reflection. For more such content, please do like, share, and subscribe.